Hey legends, welcome to the Stream TV's post-episode reaction. We are talking all things Legends of Tomorrow after an incredible premiere episode. It was incredible. It was like, and then it was focused. I mean, I didn't know what to feel. I was all over the place. So let's focus, okay, everybody, and start things off. Let's jump back in time to 1942, where, if I'm correct, Rex Tyler specifically said not to go, but I'll touch on that later. First of all, it was so nice to see the team back together. We saw the Atom, all right? We saw White Canary, Stein, and of course, Jax, and who could forget the Rip Hunter. That's right, I said the Rip Hunter. Because, you know, in season 1, I wasn't like totally on the Rip train. If you guys watched the after show, I was always like, I don't know about Rip, I'm kind of anti-Rip, but he did good, okay, he did good. We'll give him that, the Rip Hunter. He's the leader, I'm behind him. All right, let's get into my 4 OMG moments. So we're in 1942 in New York. It's crazy. It's exactly where they said not to go. Our man said not to go. They went anyway because it was kind of like 2 million people die and they don't do anything about it, or they try to save things. And since it's kind of up to them to save the timeline, which they're not doing a so good job of, they went back in time, of course, because they're heroes. Excuse me. So they go back in time, and of course that opens up the door to so many other things. Sara's revenge on Damien Darhk. We know this has been a long time coming. We so know this. And now that she finally has him, she can get to him and kill him. But who steps in to stop? Oh, let me guess. Can you guess who I am? Guess who I am? Oh, but who am I? Who am I? The Atom, okay? This Mr. Good Guy, because he's always the perfect guy. He steps in and convinces Sara not to kill Damien Darhk, that she's gonna get another chance, which she does, but she doesn't kill him. Why? I was just telling Jack, how does Damien Darhk know how to do everything? Like, they're fighting each other, and then he's like, oh, let me guess, League of Assassins? How does he know all of this stuff? I really want to know this guy's origin. He's going to be one of the main bad guys, and I really want to know, where did he come from? Like, what is up with this guy? Anyway, totally crazy. Damien Darhk, I can't wait to see more of him. What he's going to do in this episode is crazy. I want to move on to Rip Hunter when they go and capture Einstein. Can anybody say James Bond? Totally James Bond. First he gets the spies. He knows exactly who they are, can tell right away. Then he takes the gun, pew, pew, kind of looks around, kind of blasé, you know, grabs a martini, sips it, walks out. James Bond, totally James Bond. But this brings me to my next point. This entire time, he's being so blasé. Normally, Rip Hunter's kind of like, oh, no, flustered and mad and all over the place. But this time, he wasn't. He was just kind of like he had a premonition about what was going to happen in the future. So in doing so, he's been grooming, in my opinion, Jax to take his place. That's kind of what I thought. He was having him work on the ship, doing all of this stuff in case something happened. So did he know? I mean, obviously he can't know something's gonna happen, but I feel like it's a little too convenient that he's been grooming somebody to kind of take his place. And then this is the episode where he's not like a total basket case, because I feel like he normally is. And this time he was really cool about everything, just kind of going through the motions with these guys. Yeah, he was grooming somebody to take his place. And I wonder if there's some kind of ulterior motive for him to go back in time, or if there's some kind of ulterior motive for him to leave the time masters that he's actually created. Very interesting. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Hit me up on the live chat. I have somebody here that can tell me your thoughts. By the way, rescuing Einstein. Oh my gosh, the guy that played Einstein, what's his name? John Rubinstein. John Rubinstein. You did a fantastic job. So please, shout out to you because you're awesome. And I was crying, I was laughing, and to portray Einstein like that was like perfect. Anyway, just one thing that I love. Time scatter. So right when they were about to hit the bomb, now we know how everybody's kind of all over the place. Rip Hunter decides to time scatter everybody, except for Mick, which was super curious to me. He left Mick because he doesn't time travel well, as we know from season 1. I could laugh all day about that. Anyway, so they're scattering everybody, and he sends everybody away, which was great on his part. Again, he stays. I don't think he's dead. I do not think Rip Hunter is dead. It doesn't make any sense. He can't be dead. You guys, he's not dead. Don't tell me he is. I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me. He is not dead. He is somewhere out there in time, okay? And I'm convinced of it. So, you know, like I said, there is an ulterior motive. Rip always has an ulterior motive, and I never trusted that guy. Okay, you guys? I never trusted that guy. So he's out there somewhere. It's just a matter of time before he comes back. We see Oliver, okay, nice introduction to Arrow. We're overlapping. I love it. I'm totally nerding out with all of this. So Oliver finds Mick with the new guy, Nate Heywood. I love Nate Heywood. He's a fantastic addition, and I am in love with him. I'm in love with him. So he's going to be awesome, and I think he's going to do fantastic. He's also going to become Citizen Steel. Nate Heywood is going to become Citizen Steel. So that'll be really, really, really cool to see. So we see Oliver introduce Nate Heywood, and they find Mick together in the time ship, which is so cool. We also got to see the beginning of the Legion of Doom, you guys. The Legion of Doom is coming. And I want to point out that no other show has like a legion of bad guys, okay? Not Supergirl, not The Flash, no. Not Arrow, okay? These are where all the bad guys are coming. They're all coming to Legends of Tomorrow. I just want you to know that. So if you're looking for like the best show, Legends of Tomorrow, because we have everybody. But they only introduced 2. They have Damien Darhk and Reverse Flash, and they know each other. How? Don't know, but they do. But they meet. I'm so excited to see them. But we are missing Malcolm Merlyn. I said that right. I mispronounced his name a lot. Malcolm Merlyn and Captain Cold. Captain Cold is part of the Legion of Doom, which would be really, really cool to see. So, last and not least, we got like a blip, just a really like that of the JSA, just really quick. It was very comic book-esque the way they come in and, you know, we are the JSA or Justice Society of America, and we are here to whatever they said. It's very, very comic booky. So you guys, take it easy on them. I didn't like their introduction. Listen, it's comic book material, okay? This is like classic way to enter for the JSA. Classic. So I have absolutely nothing wrong with it. Did I laugh? Yes, I laughed, because this was the main stance of everybody, okay? So yes, I laughed, but it was like, perfect. It was perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way. And don't worry, they're going to get into the JSA next season. I have no doubt. Will they stay around all season? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because that's like way too many characters combined with jumping time. That's so much to fit into one episode. This episode was already packed with just fighting and characters and people not being there and people being there and bad guys. No, they can't have the JSA the entire season, so I really don't think that's going to happen. My favorite Mick Rory quote. You guys, I'm going to do this every single Thursday because they give him the best lines in the history of DC comic shows, okay? Because these are hilarious. So my favorite Mick Rory quote. Stealing's not screwing up. That's my favorite. Perfect. I have like 4 others written down, but that was my favorite. Let me know what your guys' favorite quote was. He has like a bajillion of them. I will be asking every single Thursday, and I will highlight one because they are so funny, and I literally laugh out loud. I'm the type of person that likes to physically laugh out loud when I watch things. Like, ha-ha, you know, not just like, ha. Anyway, it's a little thing about me. Questions. Here we go. From Twitter, it's Phil W. Do you think Rip is really dead or missing in time? Phil W. It's Phil W. He's not dead. Ulterior motive. Rip always has an ulterior motive. He's a captain. He goes down with the ship. Wrong. Not in Rip's case. All right. Question 2 from Garrett Baker 21 off of Twitter. Is Legion of Doom responsible for making the Mirakuru? Good question. I don't think the whole Legion of Doom is, but probably Damien Darhk. If anybody would know about the Mirakuru, it would be Damien Darhk. How? It's magic. I don't know. I wish I had his powers. Just, I don't know. Another question from Facebook. Drawing Maurice, or is this Twitter? I think this is Twitter. Drawing Maurice. Did the scene between Ray and Sara feel like the scene between Steve and Tony in Avengers? Absolutely. Damn, they went on them. They went in on it. It was like, slow down. Like, you guys are friends, okay? Be okay. By the way, it brings me to another point. Is the Atom hitting on Sara? Anybody? Now, let me just say, please, writers, please don't get into that. Please don't let the Atom start a relationship with the other woman on the ship. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, moving on. Question, Michael K. from Facebook. Did Arrow's stunt coordinator work on this episode? Yes, he did. Good call. Yes, he did. His name is JJ Maccaro. I might have pronounced that wrong, but JJ Maccaro has worked on both Arrow and Legends. However, the main stunt coordinator, James Bamford, has not worked on Legends yet, but we sure hope he does because he's absolutely amazing. And guys, of course, before I say goodnight, make sure to come and chat all things DCTV tomorrow at the stream. Use the hashtag DCTVcrew, and make sure to go to Facebook and join the biggest group, DC Legends of Tomorrow, discussing the TV show. Before I go, do we have any other questions that I haven't covered?
We got a few, actually.
Oh, we have a few. Okay, guys. Okay.
Mary wants to know, do you think Sara will be able to save her sister by killing Damien Darhk this season?
Absolutely possible, Mary. Absolutely possible. Will Sara be able to save her sister if she kills Damien Darhk? Yes. Although, and then he would be dead. Although she may die by somebody else because, now this is kind of weird, but it sounds horrible. But if it's her sister's destiny to die, then she'll die at the hands of another villain. Maybe not Damien Darhk. And we kind of found this out from season 1. You can try to change the timeline, but no matter how many times you change it, it happens. The same thing still happens, it's just by off of something else. So even if she did kill Damien Darhk, her sister might die another way. That's what I think. But that was good, Mary. That was good. That's all the time we have for the questions. I will be answering you on, excuse me, I have the burps. Excuse me. I will be answering you guys on Facebook as well as Twitter. So please hit me up. I always answer back. I'm on Instagram too. I'm everywhere. Social media is a wonder. So anyway, please join us tomorrow, Friday, for the DC TV crew. We're going to be talking more of this, and I will bring more questions with me and discuss more things, and it'll just be a more of everything. So anyway, thanks you guys for joining. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow and next week.